Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Episode 6. Episode 6. Breaking news. The Mets just terminated GM Jared Porter, sending explicit images to a female reporter in 2016. The moral of this story is stop sending pictures of your junk to people. Good grief. Don't do it, people. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't send junk to your people. So that just happened. So all the good work that the Mets did this offseason got shoved to the back thanks to a 2016 mistake that somebody made. Lovely. Looks like people are slowly coming on. I did get up at 5 a.m. this morning and went to church, and that was good. Did some praying, did some learning, so had some fun with that. Stopped and got my cup of coffee, thank heavens, because I'd be dead to the world right now. I would be dead to the world. Didn't sleep very well last night, but we're going to push through this thing and have fun. Good morning to everybody. I went into the wild yesterday afternoon. I got a surprise visit from my mother in the morning, and I hadn't planned on. Good morning, Mr. Herman. Got a surprise visit from my mother yesterday. I haven't spent a lot of time with my mother lately just because of everything that's been going on, but she decided to drive up and went and had lunch together, which was very nice. I sold my box of Topps Chrome Sapphire. She went with me to do that, so that was very nice. And then we went to lunch, had a great lunch together, and then we went into the wild together. My mom actually wanted to hang out. We went to a bunch of thrift stores together, and that was nice. It was very nice. It's been a while since I'd spent any great time with my mom. Picked up a Dallas Mavericks Dirk shirt to resell. So that was fun. But I did spend yesterday with my mom. Hadn't done that in a long. I know. I look wide awake. I literally just finished a cup of coffee while I was watching you. Somehow I didn't get to notice that you were on, Bo, so I had to watch you on the record. So, but I did get to watch the entire thing. I'm glad you got my links. Sarcasm doesn't come around good on Twitter, but everybody's talking about buying and selling right now and how to sell your cards. And I thought, well, here's somebody else trying to tell us how to sell cards. It was in your hometown, so I thought about you, or in your area, so I thought about sending it to you. There's a pretty nice article on Women's Baseball League on one of the former athletes trying to get a women's center honoring women and girls built up. I tweeted about that this morning. That was a really nice story. It was one of the former players. She's 90-something years old, and she's trying to raise $9,000 to get together this women's center to honor women and children in baseball. I thought that was a pretty cool article. And then an article dropped yesterday by Drew Herndon about a little known Luka 2018-2019 hoops basketball number 268. So it's a normal hoops card. There's the normal hoops card, which would be considered a normal rookie card. There you go, Herman. And then there's 17 parallels, according to Panini, in this hoops team set. When that normal card has a white border. And apparently there's been a mistake, or it was intentional, or it was unintentional, but there is a blue border out there. And the blue border isn't considered a parallel. It isn't considered a error. It's not considered anything, which is very interesting. And we're trying to raise awareness about this, because is it a parallel, or is it an error, or is it a sub card? It exists because Beckett has allowed it to be acknowledged in a graded card, but PSA doesn't have it on record. There's no pop report on it. Panini doesn't recognize it, but it's out there. So what is this card? What is this card? Where did it come from? Why is it it's out there. It's visually out there. You can see that this card is here. Like it's there. But where, what is it? And I'm with Drew. I'm trying to figure out what it is and why it's not being acknowledged, and why, because it's a real card. I'll post the article in, if I can find it, down in the show notes. But it's a real card. It's a real live card, and I'm trying to figure out why it's not being acknowledged. I did want to talk about today. I did mention yesterday about arbitrage and buying cards from one set and spinning it on another. So I mentioned yesterday about this particular stack of 83 tops. And what I've been doing is, as I've been posting cards on Sport Lots, the older cards, I've been looking at that pop report and looking at the cards that are in the low numbers or in the low quantity on Sport Lots. And why are they on low quantity? Well, there's cards out there. I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to spoon feed it to you, but there are cards that have low populations on Sport Lots. And I bought a couple of them, and I plan on putting them on eBay because they're a little higher dollar cards. And there's various methods to be able to create sport arbitrage. And back up a second. It's buying a card on one site and selling it on another site. And I've been very successful on Facebook in being able to do that. Taking a card that's listed as this particular price on Facebook, looking at comps, looking at what it's going for, purchasing that card and putting it on another platform. I've been able to be very successful at making a pretty decent profit off of doing that. I've had limited success, or I've had a lot of success on doing it on Facebook. I'm having a little bit of success doing it on Sport Lots. I'm not the hardest part is finding them on eBay and pulling them from eBay onto another platform, or finding them on ComC and flipping cards on ComC. Herman and I talked about that last night in an upcoming episode. Watch Herman teach us about sports arbitrage and how to do that on ComC. We're going to have Herman teach us how to do that on ComC, so that'll be nice to watch. But it's something that's done from sellers or even traders in the hobby. It's considered by some day trading. It's another way of enjoying the hobby. It's another way of being able to buy and sell into the collection that you love. If you want to use Mike's statement. But it's something that I enjoy doing. It's something that I'm learning. I recommend that as you're adding and subtracting and building your collection, not to just look at one platform, but to look at all platforms to see where you can find some deals. Join as many Facebook groups as you can. Join in LinkedIn groups. There's a LinkedIn sports card group that has a bunch of good information on it as well. So that's always nice to read articles from there. But that's what I've got today in the wild. Sports arbitrage, pretty nice article in women's baseball. That Luka card, I don't know where it's from. I don't know what it is. I just know it's out there, and it's pretty rare because there's not a lot of people that know about it, and I'm just trying to raise awareness of it. I did both send you some links to take a look at, and then Mets just terminated their GM. So that's what I got today. Pretty short. There's not a lot going on. Y'all have a good day, and God bless.